Okay. All right. Well, I think we're waiting for Jen, and I think Stephen Fuller said he may be behind. So we'll just get started. Okay, fabulous. Tonight's just kind of an open forum for us to get our ducks in a row for our fabulous event, and kind of I'm just thinking a free fall of last minute things. One update I have is that we couldn't get Rocky, our normal food truck fellow, and then the alternate I had also could not because we kind of I waited too long thinking Rocky could join, and so we have no food truck, and c'est la vie. Yeah, it may make things nicer because that's a whole nother element of stuff. But Margaret, I really want to make sure that we have food for Boxcar, the band, all of us, as all of that. So does anybody have any ideas? I mean, last time this happened at one of our clinics, we just sent Ian out and he bought 1,000 burritos from not 1,000, but a bunch from El Rancho, and that was awesome. So what do y'all think now?
Yeah, I mean, we can go to Nelson's, we can, do
Okay.
do a lot of things, but since we don't have a food handler's card, we can't feed other
Nope,
people except for the people that are there participating.
exactly. So I'm thinking that may be probably under 20, with our couple guest speakers, and let's see, Julie, will Boxcar have the 3 people, or I think they're
That's easy. We can wing that.
yeah, good. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure. They usually have 3. He didn't say different. We can ask, but we can wing it too.
Okay. Oh, Drew,
And you can always get somebody.
That's what I was laughing at.
do you want to put your chef hat on and like sling some hash at this?
Yeah, I think we need to be licensed and all of that.
I agree. Okay.
You
Looks
can
like
always get Uber Eats or delivery too.
right. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just, I guess we'll uh gather that as we go and just do our best to figure out day of, if that's okay with everyone. Okay. Margaret, you'll be with us, so you'll be able to pivot, or we could send our money guy Drew out. He's fabulous for
We'll figure it out.
okay, super. Hi, Kelsey. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, sorry my camera's not on. I am carpooling for soccer tonight, so I am in the car.
Okay, no worries. I'm glad you're here. For those that don't know, Kelsey is our new social media manager for the WCC. So we're super glad she's here. She'll be helping us really push through this week and do some real dedicated invites and all the fun. So, okie dokie. Megan, what's up?
I just I forwarded or adapted a message from you, Doriandra, which was to the fire department folks, inviting them, and it said, the message I sent out to about 30 people said there will be free pizza for participants. Okay. And I think you may have intended that to be for participants who were, I think I now see that maybe I misunderstood what that meant. Or maybe things have just changed since then. So if people, about 30 people got a message saying that, and I think we'll just have to say that was a misunderstanding.
Or we could pivot and just buy a ton of pizzas. So yeah, that was in my initial kind of like invitation to people to join. So you're right. That didn't go out publicly, but it looks like participants, that's a fine line. So I think we'll pivot. Maybe the best, let's see. Go ahead, Margaret.
The participants, you mean people that are acting like a vendor? Is that correct? Or you mean participants, people that are coming to participate and to learn and to get a gift card and get a bag? No,
Yeah.
you're just talking about, we can feed the vendors. I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything I don't think we need a food handler's card to do that or any of that. Basically, they're all working the event.
Yes, that it was a letter of introduction to gather support from, like I sent it to the fire department, to CERT, to the city, blah, blah, blah. So
Yeah,
yeah.
so we'll just figure out how many people that actually show up, and it starts
Mhm.
at what time? 11?
Yes, 11 to 3.
So around 1, we'll see how many people are there and we'll figure it out. Maybe
Okay.
Margaret,
we order
I'm-
some to-go pizzas from Rocky. No, that was sarcasm. I was kidding.
No.
Margaret,
It's
the
not
reason
even
I
open at that time.
Right.
was just that I forwarded that to Doriandra, sent it to me as a template to use to share with all the folks in the Whitaker that are interested in disaster preparedness. So I sent that to about 30 people who are not volunteering, who are just community members, and so they
Okay.
may be expecting pizza. That's all.
Okay. We'll pivot. We'll be fine. Yeah, in the past, for all of our COVID clinics, we had the very same fabulous pizza vendor or colleague at this point with these things, Rocky, and he just opened a brick and mortar. So we thought we were having him, but then at the last minute he could not. So yes, Thea.
Would Slice cut us a deal? If not, Domino's now delivers to parks. They will deliver anywhere.
Mm,
And I just
That's-
happen to know that Domino's on River
oh yeah, froze.
Road
There you are.
is, they have good pizza actually.
Okay. All right.
So, and they might actually,
I can freaking see.
Welcome, KM. Would you like to say hello?
Hi, it's Kelsey again.
Oh.
It switched over to my phone when I started my car.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. I thought it was you, but okay, perfect. All right. Go ahead, Thea. So yeah, pizzas, we'll work it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay, fabulous. All right. So did everybody get the spreadsheet that I sent out today? Okay, perfect. Kind of like a list of what we all need to bring. Was there anything I missed in there that we should get on that list? Julie, go ahead.
Do we need tables from storage?
Yeah, I'm getting them.
Okay,
We only
and-
have
oh, do we only have a few?
one
Oh,
large
okay,
WCC table, and that'll be our primary table that we'll do our giveaways on. So
so I have two at least rectangular folding 6-foot plastic tables if Map Your Neighborhood or anybody else could use some.
okay.
And did we want easy ups? I know we don't need them for shelter. Do we want them to delineate space? Doriandra, if we can coordinate times, I have a truck. I can come to storage and help you move things.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Or I can go to storage myself. I feel like someone gave me those keys. I probably better have those keys still somewhere. I
Well-
think I do. I think I do. I do have those keys somewhere.
Now, are those the new keys
They were the keys that
in the very first
Saoirse gave me this summer. I
iteration?
think
Okay.
they're the new keys, but I personally have never been to storage.
Okay. Here's what to do. Let's coordinate on that separately, but just as an
Okay.
update for the storage, the backstory is that my car was broken into in Portland, and they took all kinds of weird
Oh,
things, and the spare keys to the storage were in there, and I have no idea why they took that because it wasn't clearly marked. So I bought new keys from there. And because of this, so that everybody would have a key that maybe had an old key, there's always one at the desk. And your name is part of the authorized people
okay.
group that can just walk in and say, I'm with the WCC, my name's Julie.
Okay, perfect.
Dia's on that list, Saoirse's on the list, Margaret, and then I. So we have some spares floating around. So, or one there in case everyone's lost theirs, so that's good. But yeah, let's coordinate about that. I'm going to bring one kind of smaller kind of card table one. And then we have the one huge WCC one. And so if you bring yours, that would be super helpful because
Okay.
Megan will need a table and
Yeah,
maybe
I'm gonna talk with Megan later this week and I'll probably throw them in just for fun.
perfect. Yeah, we can always use them. So let's do that. That's fabulous. Thus far, we have Cascadia Mobility coming. They'll have a pop-up and their booth, some information, and then one of the Peace Health ride bikes.
Mhm.
So I'm figuring we'll put them next to Shift Community, so Justin and Jim can, that'll be like the bike section. And then we have two table set situations coming, one from CERT and then one from the City of Eugene Emergency Management. So they'll have their own space, and then we'll have our dedicated Whitaker spot. And then we may have one more area that's for communications. Andy Price from CERT that leads a lot of the comms may come. So that's about it. We couldn't get anyone from fire department or EPD, but that's okay because we have our city manager for Eugene coming and that department of emergency management. So we've got some folks coming. Then we'll have the band. One idea I wanted to implement and I've been working on this week was I am going to pick up the chairs that we have and bring them to the event. And I was thinking about setting them up kind of in a big circle. And then I've asked a couple special folks to come and lead little talks, kind of informal learning talks. One of them is about waterless sanitation, which is reefing off the group up in Portland that's so innovative that follows the work in New Zealand. They're called Flush, and they have a whole system of what happens when the sewers break. So my partner Jeff will be leading that because he's a biologist and aquaculturist and has worked with Flush extensively. So we have that as a kind of neat placemaking. We also have CERT colleagues from Springfield coming, two of them that are super versed in the whole range of how you create go bags, whether they're just basic go bags or what we call inch bags, which means I'm not coming home bags. And those are really interesting. So we'll have like a demonstration of people or these, they were both captains and wildland firefighters. So they each have a ton of neat experience and their bags are super complex. They'll be showing us how to make fire starters where you just soak cotton balls and Vaseline and then put them in bags. So we'll have this kind of neat show and tell about that. And then that's as far as I have in terms of really interesting guest speakers we'd want to call. I did ask Jen Shack if she wanted to kind of talk about some of her food resourcing during emergencies, or also just to talk about her FEMA training. She's got a lot of that neat incident command management. So we'll hear about that from Jen, but so far we've got 2 or 3 kind of neat speakers. So if anybody else has anyone awesome you want to bring on the fly.
That seems really great to me. Great.
Yeah, thank you. I know I'm really happy. It was kind of like we need kind of like show and tells and things. And so super late last minute. And I'm gonna try to have a nice sign made that says, at 1 o'clock, learn from Sherry Calder about developing culturally relevant go bag, whatever. We'll try to get like a little timeline, but it may just be us there, it's I mean, not just us, but we may leave it informal. We'll do our best.
We have a dry erase board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes, so in the
someone who
storage
has
unit?
good handwriting can just write it up there.
That won't be you, Margaret.
No, it won't. You know what?
I think there is one in the storage unit.
Okay, I'll add that to my list to look for. I mean, basically, I'm just gonna bring everything from the
And-
storage unit. We don't have a lot left after we lost.
So I have your 2 sandwich boards. I've written Rustin again from the Eugene Mission asking
Thank you.
for more sandwich boards, even if they just loan them to us. Maybe
Okay,
they'll
thank you.
miraculously be our sandwich boards. Who knows?
Be nice.
Um,
Oh,
Julie has a sandwich board.
you have me as there
say it
on
again?
your list. On your list,
Yes,
you have me setting up sandwich boards,
I have you just bringing them. Just get
just
them here.
bringing them. Yeah, I have to be at a class at 10 in the
Yeah,
morning.
she has to be
So
at a
I'm gonna get
class
them to
at
someone
10
before
a.m.,
that.
so she will
And if you
not
need
be
anything-
available.
Yeah, I can come pick up your sandwich boards and transport those maybe on Friday.
Okay. And if you want me to go with you to the storage unit on Friday, I can help you load stuff up, chairs and things like that, if we're loading stuff into a truck for you.
Yeah, I have a lot of time on Friday, Doriander. If there's something you want to delegate, well, I'll talk with you. We'll email about that.
Thank you, Julie. That's super cool. I don't think I have your cell phone number. I'm gonna put mine in the chat. Can we get connected by cell? 7 or yeah. Maybe just send me
You
a
want me
text.
to share it to you too, since this is a recorded meeting and you don't want your cell phone number out?
Yeah, we just wrote each other them. We're good.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay.
I'm not worried
good.
about it. You can find my cell phone number on Google. Business numbers on Google.
Everybody
Dorian,
calls you.
could maybe put at the bottom of the packing list everybody's name and space for us to add our numbers so we can reach each other that day if we needed to.
That's a fine idea. Great, great, great. Why don't we all just throw them in there? You all have my number, but I'll put it in there again.
Throw them in where?
Into the bottom of our supply list, the spreadsheet that I sent everyone today.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great,
Would you mind throwing my number on there?
sure.
Thank you.
Let me see, where is it? Here we go.
Do you have anything that I'm doing on? Do you have, I didn't have a chance to look.
No, you have nothing to do but just show up and be fabulous. So
Okay, I can do
um,
that.
yeah, you're great at
And
that.
Julie, if you need some help with something, just let me know.
Okay.
Whatever, I'll be there.
Okay. That is great. Oh, I spelled your name wrong, Julie. Okay, I'm adding mine and Julie's in since I've got them right in front of me, and then I'll do Margaret's a little later. Okay, fabulous. I wondered, Julie, do we have everything for the band? I just saw that they just needed a extension cord.
Yeah, so I don't even know they need an extension cord. I'm just gonna bring one
Okay,
because I know where the electrical access is, and I think it's perhaps far from where we want them to set up.
okay,
I asked Victor to tell me if they need anything else. I have the confirmation from Marcel today that our permit will be ready on Thursday between 10 and 2.
okay,
And I have the name of the person to pick it up from. And I'm going to coordinate with Drew. I'm hoping to drop the check off, pick up the permit and the key.
okay,
I've asked I've asked Marcel to tell us if there's anything not obvious about accessing the electrical.
okay,
I know where the box is. I've never done it. I'm hoping it's just open the door and plug in.
okay,
If there's more to it than that, I want to know.
okay,
They'll be closed on Friday, so we won't be able to have help from them on Friday, and I'll be at work all day Thursday. But the permit's squared away. We're gonna have our key. That's all good. And Victor will be there between 12 and 2. He asked for a contact person. I told him that I was his person and that you, Doriandra, were his secondary person. And I gave him my phone number and said if he couldn't see me when he arrived on site, he should call me. And that I would have the electrical unlocked for him. So part of setup will be for me to unlock that, figure it out if there's any figuring out to do, and plug my extension cord in it, and we'll figure out where we want him to be. And then hopefully maybe take a couple chairs and tape it off and make a sign, whatever. I'll bring tape and zip ties and scissors and
You want me to bring some barricade tape?
what kind of tape?
Barricade tape.
Sure, why not?
All right.
I don't think the stage proper is there anymore, but at one end makes sense to me. Once we get there, we'll figure out where we want him to be. Depending on how far my cord reaches and how we decide to set it up. But yeah, so we're all set with music and we're all set with permits and keys.
Huge work. Thank you, Julie.
You're the
You-
best, Julie. Thank you.
Yeah, you just drove that ball up the hill. Thank you. It's-
Julie, would you like me to go by on Thursday with a key to the electrical box and see if it gets opened easily? You know, see if there's anything more to than just opening it? Would that be helpful
Sure,
to
if you can. So Drew is gonna have the check.
I have time
if-
on Thursday.
If you wanted to coordinate with him or meet him and get the check to get the key, once the keys are in his hand, we could go and make sure. It sounds like they'll
Yeah, so
have
that you know-
someone. Go ahead.
So, because it sounds like they'll have someone available on Thursday to answer questions.
Between 10 and 2. So I don't know what Drew's schedule is
can't
like
find it.
when he'll be able to go. Maybe you could get the check from him earlier and you could be the person to go. We could easily change that to another name. If that's simpler.
Drew has his hand up.
Drew's hands up because in a previous email from this afternoon, I've already been told that I'm going to maybe by in part by me that I'm going to get the key Thursday morning. I think that I read something about, hey, Marcel, Drew, there's a fellow named Drew who's coming by with the check to pick the key up. So if you're getting all squirrely about changing that plan this minute, I politely disagree.
No, I was just offering if somebody needed to go look at the electrical box early. I knew you were picking.
Drew, are you cool with going and looking at the electrical box?
Yeah, but I'm gonna, at some point in the morning, I'm gonna have minus a check and plus a key, and if y'all wanna come by and get it, that's great. I remember live about less than 2 blocks from the said electrical box.
Yeah, are you okay with going by and seeing if it's just a matter of opening it up and if it's just a box that we can use to plug in?
Yeah, it's on my walk home
Okay,
from, it's smack between the river house and me.
that would be much appreciated if that works out for everybody else. It makes sense to me.
Do we know if there's any adapters behind the doors of this said box?
Well, that's
Like,
what
is
you're
it a
gonna find
normal-
out.
Yeah,
And perhaps when you pick up the key, you can ask them if we need anything special.
I have to charge extra.
Ah,
you're
Let's see if I can
something.
remember that.
Okay. That sounds perfect. Thank you all. That's a good plan. Since we have Kelsey with us, I was thinking maybe we could chat through our social media plan and see if we could, if anybody has any ideas of how they want to best promote. Kelsey, will you are you available to chat, or are you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, perfect. Will you tell them kind of about your the countdown that you're going to do?
Yeah, so I don't know if all of you looked at the social media today, but I'm doing kind of a countdown that I started today. So I did like 4 days. I'll do, 3, 2, 1, obviously. And then each day kind of just highlighting something that's going on, and sharing it to Facebook and Instagram, and then also the Whitaker Open Neighbors group.
Great.
So I will be sharing both of that, but if there's anything specific, or I also created an event on Facebook, so that is shareable, and I added the band's name on there. And I added all of the partners as co-hosts. Last I checked earlier this afternoon, nobody had accepted it. But once they do accept it, or if they do accept it, it shows up on their social media pages as well. And so, yeah, I'm hopeful that somebody, one of them will accept it and we'll kind of get the word out a little bit more that way.
Okay. Can you do just kind of one extra step and notify those folks by email in case they didn't see the notice? Because sometimes, I don't know, sometimes things get so lost in Facebook.
Yeah. Is there specific contacts of people that you have at these, you know, at eWeb and, you know, Cascadia and all those? Do you have a specific contact, or do you just want me to, kind of give them a call to their general number?
Well, I would just use their social media message
Oh, okay. So contact
platform.
them that way. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
because their social media person then will get the heads up that you've made them co-host, and then maybe we'll get more traction that way.
For sure.
Okay.
And then I don't know if, I mean, it's kind of late, but I don't know if there's any other like community forums or community groups that you are interested in sharing it to. That
Yeah,
was just another idea.
yeah, I would love it if it goes to the Chamber of Commerce. We've often partnered with sharing things with Lane Arts Council, even though it's not really art related. But let's see, and then any of our own CBO partnerships around Whitaker. So that would be like Whitebird, that would be Central Latino, Core. So yeah, that would be great to kind of spread the word, because those are all organizations that have partnered with us before and are aware of our work. Oh, HIV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it, do you think it's worth it I could make a quick flyer, like just an 8.5 by 11, similar to the sandwich board that I created, but just a, you know, flyer size that can be given to these, you know, organizations that they could just pin it up in their window or something like that, or in, you know, even like local businesses if they have it in their window. I'm not sure if that's something that you guys do, but that's another way, just, you know, someone walking by, or, you know, somebody that doesn't necessarily use the internet or have social media, that's another way for them to find out about it.
Yeah, we usually do that, but we're really far behind this, right? So if you want to do the poster, that would be great, and I'll try to add it into our Instaprint queue, and then we could kind of just, is it too late, Margaret? You're shaking
Yeah,
your
it's
head.
too late. And I
Too
did
late,
put in
okay.
the chat
Okay.
next door.
What?
Next door. I would post it on next door.
Next door. There we go. There you go.
Okay. Do you have a login for that?
You know, I
like a
tried to
WCC
create one
login?
and I tried to create one and they wanted our business information and we're not a business and they wanted us to pay and blah, blah, blah. You can just go in there and put Whitaker.
Okay.
And just,
Because I
just
think
post the event.
in the past when I've used Nextdoor, I do not live in the Whitaker. I live outside the Whitaker. And in the past, when I've tried to post for other things outside of my own neighborhood, I've sometimes run into some problems. So is it easiest for me to also maybe just send you all a JPEG that you can post into that, since you are already members of the, you know, Whitaker neighborhood on Nextdoor?
Sure, just send one to Whitaker Community Council at gmail.com.
Okay,
That
perfect.
would be
Or,
great.
you know, I don't know if it's easy. Perfect. And then, yeah, I'll send it in a couple different sizes too. So even if you just wanted to, you know, print it out at your offices or wherever and, you know, get it out, you know, that way, you'll have it just in case.
Thank you so much.
Um,
Okay.
And then did you have any issues with, the sandwich board or like going through FedEx to get that?
No, it worked great. Thank you so much. I went down
Oh,
there today
perfect.
and got
Okay.
the perfect guy. So yeah, Kelsey made a great sandwich board design. So we'll have those for the boards. And then I printed out big signs for our logos, and then Megan's sign. Megan, you've had your hand up forever. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thanks. I'm wondering if we have email addresses for folks who have signed up on interest lists at meetings in the past and would want to send out a quick email to Whitaker neighbors about it.
Yes, that's a great point. Kelsey, I sent you during the onboarding our WCC MailChimp.
Yes.
Would you be able to put a flyer on that and direct that towards all of our Whitaker residents that we have in that mail grouping?
Yes, I haven't logged in yet, but I will, and I assume that there's just probably one main group of emails that you want me to shoot it out to.
Yes, it's vast. We had
Okay.
we had to put them all in there manually a couple years ago.
Wow, okay,
And it's a huge
perfect.
one.
Yeah, I can do that first thing in the morning, probably. So when people, are checking their emails in the morning with their coffee, they'll get it.
That would be fabulous. Thank you, Megan. That's a great,
Okay.
great reminder to use our MailChimp. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Kelsey.
I do have one suggestion, and it's not gonna help for now, but while I'm thinking about it, I think if it's somewhere, if we can fit it in the budget or maybe in the next budget, we really need something that says Whitaker Community Council to put over a table.
Like a tablecloth?
Yeah. We just need something to
Okay,
put a logo on there, and we're not gonna have it for this event, but for future events and future things, we used to have one, and it's gone.
Well,
And it may
yeah.
be something that we might want to look into, Doriandra, and just put our regular logo on there, not the disaster resiliency one, so we can use it multi-purpose.
okay.
I
Well,
have
today,
a couple vendors that I know of that we've ordered from through like for Food for Lane County. That's where I come from. That's my background. I work for Food for Lane County. I don't know if any of you or all of you knew that. But we have a few vendors that we use that tend to obviously be really great pricing wise. So I will check into that and see, maybe kind of get you guys some prices on the vendors that we use, and then you guys can look into that.
that would be great. Thank you.
Okay, I have a vendor as well, so, because it'll just be
Oh,
screen
perfect.
printed.
So today I got big signs. They're probably about, I don't know, this big, and they have the huge, our new disaster program logo on them, and I'm getting them laminated. So those, I'm bringing clear tape, and so we'll be able to tape those gently on the front of every table. So we'll have some kind of uniformity, but I love what you're saying, Margaret, about just our other logo as a big table runner. So
We
next
talked
time,
about that last year before.
another way that we did, we do have radio ads running. I was able to get KRVM today to quickly get us some spots. So we'll be heavy on the airwaves for the next week, which is great. They'll run all the way up to Saturday morning and then through the duration of the event. So that was great. Yeah, I think the addition of MailChimp tomorrow is going to be huge. And that's about all I can think of for marketing and advertising. Anybody else?
I actually had one more suggestion and or question. I believe on Eugene Weekly, you can post free events to their event page. Is that something that you've done in the past or are interested in?
Yes, we have done that, and that would be a great addition.
Okay. And then when putting email addresses, so like when I'm, I could do the Eugene Weekly thing, I can get all that done probably tomorrow morning. Is there a specific email address that you want me to use versus just my personal one for, contacting? Who should they contact?
Whitaker Community Council at gmail.com.
Okay, perfect.
And you can use that email address for anything like that from now into the future. So that
Okay,
you
great.
don't have to use your personal one, and it,
Okay. Yeah, I figured people would be like, who is this girl trying to post these events? So that'd be perfect if we had something a little more official.
right.
you
And it
so
all
much.
comes to a central location. You bet.
Okay, great.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Kelsey, for helping us push this forward.
Yeah, of course.
Usually we have a lot of lead up time, but we kind of we moved some mountains and got this off the table, so it's excellent. Okay.
I just found a Whitaker disaster preparedness group that I'm part of that has 6 people in it from 2 years
Wow.
ago. And I need to figure out, I guess I'll just post the event there. I'll just find the event and post it there.
Yeah, it should be shareable. And you click into the event and you should be able to share it to other groups that you're members of. So even if you're not members of, even if there's other like Eugene groups that you may be members of, people might, from the Whitaker community might still see it. So that's another great option to just get the word out.
Great. Yeah.
I'll email the Neighborhood Leaders Council tomorrow.
Oh, perfect. Cindy.
And I'll send them just whatever flyer she sends me.
Okay. Perfect. I invited a bajillion people today, so personally, so like
I did that the other day.
good. Okay. Well, we wanted to leave some time in the agenda for just any roundabout stuff or any ideas folks had, but I think our brains are all pretty much on this event. So
What time do you want me there?
we need you there at 10.
Okay.
Setup starts at 10. I can't think of anything else we need to figure out. Anybody? Okay.
That's pretty early. Who's bringing a pot of coffee on the day out?
The coffee garden's open. So you
We're
can
gonna
always
be running
swing through
coffee
and get yourself a cup.
from your house, Drew.
Yes. You live right there, right?
Yeah, your house is the closest there, so you better get that pot boiling.
Gosh darn it. What have I set myself up for
Yeah,
now?
exactly. Smarty pants now. Now you're in charge of coffee. Oh. Okay, well, why don't we all have 20 minutes back of our life that we didn't think we'd have? And fabulous. I'm so excited. Like amazing teamwork for pushing this through. Just dream team for sure. So
And Doriandra, Julie, Megan, thank you so much for your assistance in the meeting tomorrow. I sent you all the agenda. You should have it and see. And
it looks great, Margaret. It's gonna
thank
be a great
you
meeting.
very much for your help and for helping me throw it together last minute. It's going to be all about this,
Mhm.
basically.
Yeah, it's a great
So-
meeting. It all worked out really nice. I'm excited to hear Megan, Chad, and Julie, and I'll blab a while. And so,
Are you coming in person, Julie? Yeah. Okay, great.
Megan, what did you decide? Are you going to come in person or do
I
you?
haven't. I just finished work, saw it, got in here, and need to think about my evening tomorrow, what's feasible, and I need to just think about the tech logistics of sharing.
Mhm.
If I'm speaking, I think I have to mute my microphone so that my Zoom doesn't reverberate through the, anyway, I need a little think about the possibility of doing that in person.
If you do come a little early, Megan, I can help you because I presented last general meeting with my computer. Or wait, no, I think Gail,
Yes, you did. You signed on with your laptop.
I did it.
Or
Right.
did you email it to Gail? Because
I
Gail's
did, but
Gail's running the meeting.
I did, but then I ended up running my own presentation from my laptop because I just got on the Eugene Mission Wi-Fi and then I ran it myself. And I turned my speaker on my computer off so it didn't
Oh.
feed back in the room.
Okay, all right, that works. And then is there a microphone or something for those of us who are speaking so that the virtual people can hear us?
There sure is.
Yes,
Yeah, we
that
just
helps.
we pass a handheld. Yeah.
Great, okay, I think that's all good. I don't plan to be there in person.
Wonderful.
It didn't
That'll be great.
2-hour meeting, but I will set that time aside.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, we may not go the whole way, but sometimes we end early, but often not. So, but
Okay.
right on time. So,
Are we going to meet Kelsey tomorrow?
Kelsey, will you be with us in person tomorrow or from Zoom?
I think I can be there. Let me check my calendar. We're doing 2 sports right now. We're overlapping. I should be able to be there in person.
Oh, that would be lovely. We would love to
Yeah.
have you and share some time with you, some tea, and have a great meeting. So
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to stay the whole time, but I definitely will do my best.
great, great. There'll be a lot of notes to take about stuff to incorporate in new social media posts once we get past this crazy week. So
Yeah, I'm so excited about that part.
yeah, it'll be good. Okay, folks, we'll have a great rest of your evening.
Thea, I love your pictures back there. Is that you? It is. Let's see. Come on. Come on, let's see. Woo!
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're muted.
It was my 50th and my 60th birthdays.
Jeez.
My grandmother taught me at a young age that you should wear a bikini till you die, or a two-piece till you die, a two-piece bathing suit till you die, because you have to be physically fit to do that. It keeps you healthy.
Well, you're on your way to another one. I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm working on it.
Me
You
too.
are. All
All
right.
right.
Mwah. Bye, ladies.
We'll
So,
see you
Bye.
all.
Thank you all.
you.
Julie, I'm going over
tomorrow.
that other grant right now.
Perfect. Excited. Have a great night, y'all.
Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.